Hi guys. So, alright. So, it's gonna be hard to making this video, probably. Well, I'll have some things to talk about, but for the most part, it's gonna be about things I don't like. Or people I don't like. It's not gonna be about the people I like. And I know that okay, so let me explain a little bit. So the video I'm making is just me bitching about coworkers and some of the things that pissed me off, and they wanted to see this. They want a video about this, so I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it maliciously. I'm doing it because they asked me for it, and I know why they want it. They want to see me get pissed off, and they want to see what I'm going to say about them. Because I'm very straightforward. The thing is that the crowd who wants it, and who, will enjoy what I have to, or who would enjoy something that I would have to say, is they're mostly not the people that are going to piss me off. To the point of me going out of my way to bitch about them because I like them. They're not people that have screwed me over, screwed my friends over, screwed the business over. They're people who have done their best to stay on my good side. If they even care all that much. They've stayed on my good side, or they are doing their best at doing the jobs that they were, given. So they're not the ones I'm primarily going to be focused on, if I even talk about them at all, because they haven't pissed me off to that point. Now, I'm sure that I know I've gotten pissed off at least sometimes with them, because it was just one of those days, and then they, did something. It was one of those days where my patience was lower than it would have been, or we weren't as close, so it would have been probably earlier in the relationship, in that, platonic relationship with a coworker, whatever. But, alright. So, let's just, I'll just, talk, and we'll see where this goes. And we'll see how much I'm willing to, edit. But, alright, so, first off, this isn't about, my day job. My day job, pretty much no one has pissed me off there. So, we're good there. It's only the customers that piss me off and are really annoying. But no one cares about that. This is more my second part-time job at night. And there has been a stint in time where it's really and pretty much anybody who's working there now or has worked there, it is aware of this stint of time where it's absolutely fucking terrible. It's not because of the work. The work hasn't changed all that much. And it's not because of most of the new employees. It's only because of... it was basically one employee. It's this one arrogant little prick who thinks he can have it all, but do the minimum amount of work, and then shove all of his work onto other people. Which, I think it's changing now that the boss is now catching on. So, there's that. And I only say that because last night I was, I was in one of those moods where I walk in and everything's just, annoying me. It's just, it's like there's no like real. There's still fun to be had there, but like usually I have fun when I'm seeing the guys that I've worked with since the beginning, but now they're gone, or some of them. 3 of the guys are gone, or 2 of the guys, and then 1 came in later. He's gone, and then another 1 came in, and now he's gone. So they all basically either got fired or quit. And I don't blame them for quitting. I don't blame them or, getting fired because basically they quit. But I don't blame them for that because this little arrogant little prick thinks he needs to have everything his way, but he doesn't know how to do the work. So when he doesn't know how to do the work, or he knows he's not on the level as, like the originals, the OGs. He's getting there. So let's say that he's getting there, but it's really hard to, like, give him that chance since he's such a dumb little prick, because he was supposed to be, a supervisor. I don't know if I'm giving too much away. I don't care. It won't matter anyways. But he was supposed to be a supervisor who's... and they hired him from outside the company. They didn't, promote anybody in the... Not company, let's say company to make it general. Company. They hire, someone who had experience within the company, which... I'm not someone... I don't really have an expertise on this, but logically speaking, I think it would have been better to hire someone, to promote someone in the company to be, like a supervisor or a manager, and then someone who has experience with that, that business, and then hire someone else to replace them on their job, and then so then they could just train up that person, to be better. But they hired someone outside, and then it's a whole mess. But this arrogant little prick thinks he knows everything, and he can do anything he wants. First of all, he doesn't... There was almost like a month where he wasn't doing anything. He wasn't doing anything on, like his job. Let's just say on the line. On the line, if you know what I'm talking about. On the line, he didn't do anything. He was just walking around, he was playing the part of he was playing the role of getting things done or in order, but he wasn't putting in the work. He wasn't putting in the necessary work to actually be a valuable team member. He was just there. He was just always walking around, taking inventory, which, first of all, if he was really taking inventory, he was doing a fuck up job of it. He was doing, it was literally shit. We were running out of shit. We were running out of shit left and right. So, his inventory skills, he doesn't have that. At least now. He didn't have that then. He might have it now, probably not. When he was on the line, before he got trained, if he was even trained a little bit, before he got trained, he didn't know what he was doing. He basically didn't know what he was doing. So, he blamed everybody else for his fuck-ups and the people that were actually trying hard. And because we can get a little bitchy, because it's a stressful job, we take it out on each other a little bit, and it's like we nip at each other, but we love each other, but we nip at each other, and then if someone else comes in new, and they can't handle it, well then, that's their problem. That's basically how it works. So, basically, he got nipped at, and because he's Mr. High and Mighty, I'm awesome, everybody is shit, he's like, okay, well, then he weaponizes, the punishment system. He weaponizes it, instead of, taking because he took offense to what the people were saying and calling him out for being slow and incompetent. He basically weaponized it against them. But because they're seniors, they walked out or they didn't come in for their next shift because it was so stupid. And he taped it. He taped the write-ups on the door, so then they could get it instead of going to them, like a professional would do. If you had a problem, if you're a boss and you have a problem with an employee, you go up to them. I'm not a boss, but I would say maybe go up to them, explain to them why your feelings were hurt, why it was unacceptable to be spoken to the way they were, even though it completely is. I mean, it's not if you're in a public, if you're not in the family or in the restaurant, shit. But in the restaurant, if you're not used to it, then, you know what? Okay, I can give you that one. But if you're in the business, and you know the business, and you know the people, then don't take offense to it. Either fix your shit, or deal with it. But because he couldn't be bothered to fix his shit, and he thinks, oh, I can just do whatever I want because the real boss, gave me a position. And now he's still doing it. He's not doing it as much, but he's still doing it. And it's okay, last night was probably, I was in that sort of, very annoyed over it kind of deal, and I'm a busser, so I've been there for almost a year, so I know what we're supposed to be doing. The bussers are supposed to be doing, and what the kitchen should be doing. And so the boss, no, not the boss. We'll start at, we were getting ready for the rush. We were getting ready for the things to start picking up. But we had our jobs, and the bussers not all the bussers were there at the same time, but it was me and then the two others that are, our primary bussers. I say primary because we know what we're doing and we get shit done. So we were there, we were pretty much doing everything. There's only 3 of us on one of our days that are most busiest, or supposed to be. And so we have our hostess, which is another busser, and then we have me, who's usually in the back, running the back, sorta. And then we have someone who can bounce between up front and bust the front and help in the back and help me. So there's only 3 of us. And oh my god. This little arrogant little lazy prick asked one of the employees, one of the servers, to ask one of the bussers to do his job, or to do one of the kitchen's person's job, to sort out, to do prep work. I'm not gonna go and, well, first of all, that's not our job unless we're getting paid for it, or unless we're, told by the boss lady to do it. Why should we do it? It doesn't make any sense. He's just shoving off his responsibilities onto other people because he's too lazy to do his own job. Needless to say, that situation sort of got sorted out. Not really. He didn't do it. He didn't do his job. The boss lady took over, which is, it's good and bad. I like that she stayed around. I like that the boss lady stayed around to, like, pick up the slack of this arrogant little prick. But the arrogant little, he ran the line. He, was trying to run the line with a bunch of new guys because the OGs got fired. I shouldn't use quotes. They got fired. But basically they quit. But they got fired because they didn't show up because his feelings got hurt and wanted to be petty and, tape up their write-ups to the door. And he says he has experience in the restaurant industry, or supposedly he has some sort of restaurant. But the only thing I can see is that the only thing he knows how to do is work fast food. I'm not knocking fast food and their process. But it's a little different than having an actual restaurant where you're having multiple orders come in at once and you have to deal with all those orders in a timely fashion so then the restaurant doesn't go under. Because the our regulars and the new people, don't get upset because their food's not coming out to them in a timely fashion. Like, it shouldn't take 2 hours to get out one order. And maybe I'm being a little hyperbolic for some things, but it shouldn't take 2 hours in general, or an hour in general, to get things out. And there shouldn't be a huge wait. There's been, like, this stint of time where there's a huge wait. Like, we're putting people on waits. Because the kitchen, I don't blame the new guys. That's not who I'm blaming. They don't know what they're doing. Like, they don't know what they're doing. They barely have people to train them. The only person there who has been there long enough that could train them doesn't have time to train them. The second guy who has been there, the least amount of time, who's been only trained a little bit, hasn't been trained because he wanted to piss off the guys who could potentially train him, and basically shoot us all in the foot because he got a little bit offended because someone told him, hey, you're fucking shit up. Fix it. And yeah, I don't know exactly what was said, but you know what? We're adults. The only people that aren't adults are the rest of the bussers. I'm the only adult busser. So, if we can't get our shit together, then what's the fucking point? And, okay, so, basically that guy's absolutely the worst. And he wants to become a GM. He can't run... First of all, he cannot become a GM. Like, if the boss ever sees this and ever... Like, do not make this person the GM. He doesn't know what he's doing. He can't do the line. He can't do prep work, barely. Everyone else is picking up his shit. He can't do that. He hires... I don't want to put him on blast, but, he hires someone with an addiction, a drug problem, which we all have problems. He has a drug problem. We can't do anything about that. He has to be able to deal with that shit. But he hires one of them. He goes around, starts acting like he's a hot shot, and he's very unstable because he's gone, so I feel fine talking about him. He's gone but they kept him around so long, like it wasn't a good environment to be in. they have someone who's okay. I don't really want to talk shit about this kid because, well, he's an adult. He's 18 now, but you know, he's still a kid, basically. I mean, I'm still like in that in between. I'm still in that liminal space of being a minor and then being an adult, being only 22 myself. But you know, he's you know in that space with me, sort of. But he's you know he hasn't been trained properly, you know, by the person who should have been training him. You know, because he should be an expert in things because he wants to be a GM. So, but, you know, he can't bother to train the new guy on Dish. Like, first of all, if you want to be a GM of a place, you better know how to do at least most of the jobs in that place. If you can't do that, at least, you know, on a generalist level, to do something like that, then you can't be a GM. And if you can't train people to be, you know, to do specific jobs or to give them advice, let's just say you can't be a GM. But, you know, so we have a really slow dishwasher. He's new. So I can't blame him for that. He's really new. He also, you know, no one's really telling him to, like, hey, get shit done. Because, you know, we're trying to manage our own shit. So we're, like, you know, we're helping him a little bit, but he needs a lot of help. So, you know, it's just the situation that's, you know, kind of fucked up. That they have someone who doesn't know what they're doing, or at least knows somewhat of what they're doing, but they're just not fast enough. They're not, you know, being able to keep up with the pace that we have. That, you know, our veterans on that level could do. So, you know, I mean, I feel bad for this guy. But he's also kind of immature. Okay, he's very immature, and he should probably work on that a little bit, but that's just more of a general complaint. Not really complaint, but, you know, there's that. I've snapped a few times with some of the coworkers that I liked. There was one, like, there was the time that I was accused of sexual assault, which is fucking stupid because I'm gay and she's a woman, female expressing, like, full on, so that's fucking stupid. She's just a dumbass. She, you know, doesn't work there anymore, so there's that. So, there's, one of the new guys, a very nice person, love him, great, he's a nice guy. He doesn't know shit, he doesn't know how to do his job, or at least he's trying to handle his job, but then he's barking out orders to everybody else to do their jobs. First of all, if you're new, don't tell the senior personnel what to do. Because they're doing just fine. That's why they've been there so long. They're doing just fine. So don't bark out orders to them. And deal with your own shit before you start barking out orders. And so, there's that. Okay. I'm gonna say it here, but I might say, at least one of these days, I'm gonna say it to, like, someone's face there. But I'm for two. Keep my shit where it's supposed to be. Keep that cart. We have 3 carts. Keep at least one of the carts near the sink so I can do my job and bust the tables. Everyone there, no one touches the cart. If the cart's already there, don't move it out of the way. Don't move it to, put shit away. Because if I come back and it's not there and I have a heavy bus tub, I don't want to set it down on the floor or on a counter where it's not supposed to be. Leave that cart there. When I come in, that cart is supposed to be there. If it's not there, I will find it. And I will put it there. Do not move it. Don't move that cart. Every single new person, do not move that cart. I don't care if it's the metal cart, the blue cart, or the plastic white one. Don't move it. Unless you're asking me to use it real quick. Don't move it. I shouldn't have to cater to them. I shouldn't have to cater to you guys. That's there because I'm doing my job to the best of my ability. That's, there for me. That shit, that's fucking annoying. And it's been happening more and more because people don't know shit. But you think they would logically think, oh, I've seen this guy work here, since I've gotten hired. He comes in on these days. Maybe we should, and he uses that cart very often. So, maybe don't move it. But, of course, logic escapes the minds of those idiots who haven't been trained to do shit and have to be told directly to them. And I don't want to be that confrontational person. I don't want to be that bitch who has to go tell the new guys that, hey, don't move my shit because you know what? I'm going to pop off because I'm going to get annoyed. It's very hard for me to stay calm when shit like that is moved. Shit like that is done. Because, it's kind of a dumb thing to do. And I don't like dumb people. I don't like dumb, arrogant little pricks. I don't like dumb shit happening because that's fucking annoying. It shouldn't happen. We all have common sense. Let's use it a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna talk a little bit. I'm not gonna go into detail, but I know I'm not the head busser. And no, we don't really have a head busser unless we're counting the host. And basically our manager, okay? But if I'm joking around and jokingly tell you to go do your job because you're just standing, I'm not really joking. I'm being nice about it, but I'm really meaning, go do your job. Don't give me an excuse. Don't give me the excuse that there's nothing to do. Walking around and looking for something to do is something to do. If you don't have side work, walk around. Just walk. Walk and look. Pre-bus tables. Help the servers out. Do that. Most of our customers are not gonna bite. And if they bite you, tell me. I'll handle that shit. If I like you, I'll handle it. If I don't like you, you're probably gonna get bit. But that's just because you haven't got on my good side. So, yeah, I play favorites. But that's just because the way people treat me, so. But I think, yeah, that excuse that there's nothing to do First of all, false. There is something to do. There's always something to do. Even that last part is something to do. Side work, there is side work. You could do side work. If there's no side work, absolutely no side work. Because there are very slow days. I understand this. I've been on those days. I've worked those days. I haven't worked as many, but I've worked those days where there is absolutely no side work to do. Because the restaurant is dead. There's nobody there. There's only people at the bar, and the bar takes care of it. But the tables, there's no one at the tables. So there's nothing to really host. So there's nothing to really do. I'm just standing there. Like, that gets boring, and maybe you want to find something to do. So that's fine. But, there's that. Then there's, just walk around. Just walk around. That's all you have to do. Just walk around. I will give you, literally, do you know why customers like me? Do you know why the servers like me? It's not because I'm charming, because I'm an asshole. It's because I walk around. I do my job. I walk around. I try my best. That's all I do. It's not a secret. Just try your best. Walk around. If your best sucks, like John Taffer says, if your best sucks, then change it. Do something better. Walking around is the easiest shit you can do. But, you have to look for shit to do as well. You can't just walk around in circles. Look if chips need failing. Sometimes I'm in that, zone where, I don't want to talk to people. So it's very hard for me. I'm still socially awkward. I don't like talking to people. But I will push through it to just ask if they need more chips. Not all the time. Not all the time. Being honest, not all the time will I do that. I will maybe do that sometimes. But at least I'm looking. And the people who are taller than me, who can see in the basket and see that it's clearly empty, go up to them, please. Or tell me to go up to them. I'll go up to them. I'll ask. Prompt me to do it. I'll do it. Just know that it'll make me look better. So, just know that if you do that, it will make me look better. If you want to be, if you want to be on that sort of level, do it. I don't like people. I don't like talking to people. I like the friends that I made. I like the chosen family that the people there that I have deemed to be, under my, who I consider family. Them. I like them. And I like some of the new guys. So I like some of them. Because they've been nice, relatively nice, and they haven't fucked shit up. Well, they're fucking shit up, but it's not their fault. And now if they're, literally if they've been there long enough that they don't know what they're doing, then we're gonna have problems. But other than that, I don't care. Because I'm not the boss. I shouldn't go into fixing mode. Because it's been, the last month and, that sort of time where I've been in, fixing mode. Trying to, just keep shit together. Or I've been, just that angry person and that frustrated person where it's not pissed off. It's just furious. It's fury. It's not bloodlust. That's not it. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the annoyance has gotten so bad that I'm trying just to do what I can to just keep shit together. Whether it be joking around with people that I like, trying to get them to stay, or to, to just try and keep, shit together, helping on Dish. I'm not helping on Line. I don't know Line. I can't do Line, but I'll help with Dish because I've watched, many different people do it, so I have an idea of what I'm doing. So I'll do that if I have time. But I'm not a dishwasher, I'm a busser. I am primarily supposed to be out on the floor, bussing tables or getting chips and salsa. Not doing side work, doing dishwasher. But I will help. Unless you piss me off, then I'm not going to help. But that's just me. What else? I think that's, like, pretty much it. There's nothing else that I really want to say and really, like, you know, like, get pissed off about. Like, all the other people, basically the people that have stayed there long enough or stayed and got another job for whatever reason, whether it be because of the dumb prick or just because it's not making enough money for them and they need a new job. I like them. So I don't really have anything bad to say about them. And I know they wanted me to probably talk about them, maybe just a little bit. And for, you know, I talked about the bussers, but I didn't talk, you know, like, about the servers, because the servers know what they're doing. So, there's that. Alright, I'm getting off of here so I can edit this. I will see you guys next time with another video, because I have another video lined up already. Well, I'm gonna film it. Not today, probably Thursday, so watch out for that one. Bye.